like someone saying that you're going to be a superstar, but you don't see it. You know, it's frustrating for the people around you because they're like, why don't you see the power in yourself? Yeah. And sometimes that's how I feel about us as Zambians. Sometimes we don't see the power in ourselves.
So today we're going to talk about the importance of embracing Zambianness and understanding the power of being Zambian. So I sat down with Sampa the Great and we had a very, very long conversation about the importance of us just embracing our strengths and being proud of ourselves as Zambians. I think there's just so much we have to offer as Zambians, and sometimes I feel majority of us don't understand that. You know, we're very quick to embrace other people's cultures. We're very quick to look at other people as better than us and not look at ourselves as superior enough or able enough to achieve so many things.
Zambia's rock bands took a wild ride, playing to sold-out stadiums, competing for Listener's Choice Awards, and building off each other with endless creativity, a batch of Zamrock records that almost didn't survive through today.
One person can spark something, but it's not enough for one person to change it. Throughout history, whether that's African history with the Steve Bikos, the Patrice Lumumbas, or it's American history with the Martin Luthers, the Malcolm X, there were other people involved that made the thing the thing. The Black Panthers made the Black Panthers, you know, but the spark was Malcolm. Same thing here. It's just like one person can spark it, but they're not enough to carry it. That's why the mobilization is important. And I think until we feel disrespected, until someone says, no, I created Zamrock who's not even Zambian, that's when we'll start. Because right now we're so comfortable with other people taking, even some of our legends don't own their own music. You know, the people who are making money off of Zamrock right now are non-Zambian.
So sad. It's so sad, man. It's so sad to think about how ownership towards even just creativity can be taken away from us.
The leader of the people, the seat of the government, his home as well, and Lusaka begins with a capital L.
That it's not just minerals, it's not just land, that even artistry can be taken away from us. But I feel like, thank God to the internet, I'm very optimistic towards what the youth are doing right now and the confidence and the pride that they're taking into being themselves. Even though for Zambia, I feel like there's a lot of work to do, man, in terms of embracing ourselves as Zambians, understanding the importance it has on the world, understanding that God made Zambia for a reason, and that we are meant to be here for a reason. I feel like most Zambians sometimes act like, you know, Zambia doesn't really deserve to be at the highest level of performance, artistry, sport, you name it, that we're just here to be in Zambia alone and we're not on the map and in the world for a reason. Also forgetting that it wasn't Zambians that created Zambians. It was God who created Zambians. Maybe some Europeans or Westerners discovered Zambia, but that's the thing. They found us. They didn't make us from scratch. We had already been existing. That's something every single Zambia should sit down and think about. That's something that every single school should sit kids down and get them to think and understand about that, the importance of Zambianness, the pride in Zambianness. We are here for a reason, and we're all finding that reason. I'm also still finding that reason in terms of even just going back to my tribe and trying to figure out what's in me. Like, why did God decide to make me Visa? Why did God decide to put me in Zambia? Why? Yeah, my body if I ask my body, it's just going to choose, no, you're Zambian. If I ask my queen, may her soul rest in peace, she'll probably just say, you're Zambian. But God is probably the only one who knows why. But you know how God works. He's not going to spoon feed you.
Yeah. Find your tribe, find those spaces and cultivate it. You don't have to come from the biggest family, the richest family, the biggest space. There are things that can be made from the smallest things. So don't be discouraged. Find your tribe and know that you can work with your tribe to create a community of your own. Niggas don't need to love you. Y'all need to love you. That's the formula.
Love yourself.
That's the formula. People don't need to love you. You need to love you. And the rest of the people will follow.
Anyway,
That's what I
guys,
got, y'all.
thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. I'm with greatness here. It's inspiring. We're doing this for Zambia. If you're watching on Instagram and any other platform, make sure to follow. Guys, let's get ready for Sampa's new album. And let's listen and let's pay attention. Let's learn. Let's keep expressing Zambianness in our own ways. Anyway, Sampa, thank you.
You know?
We are tough on, sexy.